Hi everyone, welcome to Funfold Friday. Thank you for joining me today, and thank you for joining me for part 2 of my rotating pop-up card video tutorial. So in part 1 I showed you how to do the mechanism for this card right here. So if you haven't seen that, link to part 1 can be found down below in the description where I talk through how to do that. What I'm going to do now in this one is show you how I decorated it. And I turned it into, I'll show you that when I go camera down, it'll be easier. And I'll show you how I basically decorated this card. So do remember you can purchase your Stampin' Up! Goodies from us via our website. So just head over to our link, which is on screen right now, mitosocrafts.com/shop, where you can order your Stampin' Up! Craft supplies from us via that link. So let's go camera down and show you how I created, or how I decorate this card here. So we should end up with this at the end. Okay, so I'm going to be using, it's a new stamp set which is in the new annual catalogue from Stamping Up, so 2024 to 2025, and it is the Hearts and Hugs stamp set right here. I kind of, when I saw this fold floating around on YouTube as well and other places, when I instantly thought of this little set, because I thought this cute little hamster was just so cute, going to be rotating. It was just quite cute. So I'm going to use that one right there. First things first is I am going to grab some little bits. So we had another circle which was needed, which we need to attach onto this tab and mechanism in the middle right here. So we can go ahead. Now this part it's your choice whether or not you want to stick it on now or whether or not you want to decorate the outside and then stick this on so you can then hide anything. I'm happy with just popping this on centrally. So I'm going to pop a little bit of glue on that tab there. So a little bit of glue has gone onto that tab, and then I will then pop this on centrally. The card's flat, so everything's out in its full stretched position. And I'm just going to stick that one on like so. So as we close everything up and open, everything kind of like rotates and moves around. Okay, so we're going to be working on this in its open position right now. So what I've gone and done is I've got a few things I've already gone and prepared. So I've gone and cut using the Hearts and Hugs dies, because you've got the dies which cut out the cute little animals right here. You've got the banner, and we've got the leaves for leaves here, and then we've got the flower tops which I've cut out. So I've gone ahead and done that, and I've gone and done some hearts here as well just to save on a little bit of time. I've got my other die here, and I'm going to be using another bit of designer series paper, and then I've cut this one out. So this one here is the next one down to a circle, so it's a layering circle, and that can then get stuck straight onto that bit. Like so. Okay, so that can just be drying up there. Just make sure, just keep an eye on things, and just kind of make sure everything still works in between doing bits. And then what I want to do is I wanted to make sure I don't lose a flower. I'm sure I had 3 of them just a second ago. So pop those to one side. This little fella is going to go over on this one right here. So you kind of just need to make sure when we're folding it back, just make sure it's not too high up, because it's going to end up catching on the end here. So you just need to just have a little look and then kind of rotate it and then make sure everything looks in, and then see where it's ended up and just make sure you stick it in that position. So it's just ever, his ears are just ever so slightly sticking over the top of that circle. A little bit of glue on the back of them there, and we'll stick him down like that. So then that goes in and then gets hidden in there. With these ones here are flowers. I want my flowers to go on this. So we just need to just pay attention to this and see where this is going to go. So just this top one will need to be down a little bit lower so that it doesn't sneak out, because it's going to end up coming over here. So when it's in its closed position, you don't want it to be sticking out the card. So it will need to just kind of, I think I had to stick it down quite low so it was not sticking over the top of this card already in this position. So a little bit of glue, more on these middle parts more than anything, because I don't want to go onto the glue because it's going to end up sticking underneath. So we've kind of gone on like that. And then when we do that, it doesn't stick out. It's just sticking out ever so slightly. So whilst it's still wet, I can just manipulate that and pull that down. So you can see there, that's roughly where that is. And then it doesn't stick out this side over here. And then we do the same going around. So I'm going to go on like this one there. And then I will then do the same underneath like that. These are relatively straightforward, these ones, because they're going to end up, there's a bit more room. So I'm able to stick these ones, I'm a bit more happier to stick these ones on the base of this like that. And the idea is obviously is the little hamster's going to then come out and poke himself between those two flowers. So we're like that, closed up, just check it to make sure it's not going to stick out the bottom. And we're done. And then the same thing, we're going to go round like this. But I'm going to pop my flowers on the top of this. So the good thing with these little dies is that you've got these little spots at the top, which is a perfect place for you to pop some glue to attach your flowers. Okay, so once you've done that with your flowers, you can then stick that to the inside of your card. So again, this shouldn't interfere with this, but just play around. I had to just make sure when I did my prototype that this all worked. So just kind of just play around a little bit. Make sure before you stick it down that things aren't going to be sticking out, okay? Or going to interfere with any of the hinges here when you fold it flat. So that kind of, that one which is just on there goes around and tucks over here. The one which is up there tucks around there, and the one which is there tucks up around here. So as it opens, it all then goes into position like that. Okay, so that's those parts. You can go to town on this. You can do whatever you want. I've seen some elaborate ones. You've done flowers on this, but as long as you've got the mechanism and things don't interfere with anything, you can just do what you want on this. So with the sentiment, I'm going to use the sentiment here, which is sending birthday hugs, because the hamster's open arms, ready to give you a hug. And we're just going to ink this up. So this is so new, I haven't even popped the backing paper on yet. And we're just going to pop this, and I'm just going to do it just to the side. Like that. And what I'm going to do is I would do the hearts in a moment, because first things first is I want to take my little mouse here. So we will ink this up, and I'm just going to do some very quick colouring for this. Okay, and I'm going to use Smoky Slate, and I'm going to go with Smoky Slate Lights, and I'm just going to quickly colour in this little mouse. And there we have some quick colouring of that mouse. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to cut this out, because this mouse has got his own little die. So I'm going to go ahead and quickly do that. that's what we've got. Okay, so we will just pop this. Mouse is going to go here. We're going to pop the sending hugs. So again, make sure you're working on it whilst it's flat, and then that's going to go on like that over there. And then those two little hearts which I've done, we'll pop a little bit of glue on the back of these, on there like that. So that there is the inside of my card. Now for the outside, we just need to finish off the outside of this, and I've got myself another bit of Designer Series paper, and that's going to go on the front. So I'm just going to use another set here, just briefly. I'm just going to bring in the online exclusive Happy Little Things stamp set, and I'm just going to add on the Celebrate, and what was it I was going to do? Celebrate the Best Day Ever. I'm going to bring in a new colour. I'm going to bring in a Petunia Pop. So we're going to do the solid colour in the Petunia Pop. We're going to do that, and I'm just going to, and then I will go Celebrate the Best Day Ever, and then to finish up, put my lid on that before I dropped a nice white card in it. Stick that on the front. And that there is what that stamp set looks like. That's lovely, isn't it? So that there is the Happy Little Things one right here. It does come with some dies, which is these tiny little dies, which comes with some banners. So I could have done the Best Day Ever on some banners in here. So some really dinky little dies, which works well with this lovely little online exclusive. So if you can't find online exclusives, it's literally, it's in the name. Go onto our website. Just put the details up on the screen for you right now. Go over to mitosucrafts.com/shop. It's where you can order your craft supplies, but on the left hand side you should see the menu. Click on that, and then you should then see online exclusives, and that's where you'll find everything which you can't find in a catalogue. But here we have it. This is my finished project. So that is the front, which we just decorated. They're going to open it up, and then they're going to be greeted with this lovely rotating pop-up, sending birthday hugs to celebrate the best day ever. There we have it. What do you think? Have you enjoyed that? Did you like the way I've decorated that? I'd love to see how your creations on this as well. So if you do create this, do tag us. So at Mitosu Crafts, or share it on Facebook and tag us on there and share it with us. We'd love to see what you go ahead and create with that one. But if you want to see how the mechanism was done and you haven't seen that yet, part 1 to the video can be found down below in the description. Just do check that one out, and that's where I discuss how I've actually made all of this and stuck it together and folded it. And there we have it. That there is my rotating pop-up card. But yes, so do please give us a thumbs up if you have enjoyed today's video. Do please remember to subscribe as well. Remember to hit that all bell notifications to be notified when we are on live again. And we are on live again, and we'll be on Sundays at 7 PM and Wednesdays live at 7 PM as well as Funfold Fridays on Friday at 7 PM. So we'll see you again very soon. Take care for now. Thanks for watching. See you later. Bye bye.